Welcome back to another episode of Projecting Grandeur. I am your host, Ron Dichter. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being part of this community. It has been a ton of fun putting these episodes out, and really appreciate all of you that have commented, liked, and most importantly, shared. My goal is to help entrepreneurs become the best that they can. And while I don't have every answer, I try to give you whatever wisdom is rattling around in my brain, and hopefully that can help you in your own entrepreneurial journey. And then I also bring on some guests that have expertise in different fields and different areas as being an entrepreneur as well. And so hopefully that can help as well. I think today I really want to dive into imperfections. And there's a lot of people, especially new entrepreneurs and people who are just starting out in their first business, that feel like there's this unnecessary need to be perfect. And the reality is that nobody is ever going to be perfect. You and your business are always going to be having gaps, shortcomings, things that you're doing wrong or that you mess up. And that's just kind of part of the process. And, I believe that having imperfections allows you to do a few things. And first, it allows you to learn, right? Once you do something incorrectly, you'll learn how to do it correctly the next time. So hopefully, when you're faced with that same situation, that you'll be able to handle it better, knowing how you didn't want to do it from the first time. The other thing that imperfections do, it allows you to find out where vulnerabilities exist. You may have had this well thought out plan. Maybe you were releasing a new product, maybe you're releasing a new service, and you expected certain things to happen. And in the theory or the hypothesis that you put out, maybe there was something that you didn't do right. So, what hopefully that can do is teach you how to really think about things more critically and be more thoughtful as you're making these, new initiatives within your business so that you have a better opportunity to, get your forecasting, more accurate. And then I think one of the last things that's probably the most important of all the reasons of why imperfections are good is you're human. And especially if you have a team that you're building, being able to, make mistakes and show your team that you can bounce back from those mistakes and that you can become better, even though, you made an error, like that really shows your team that number one, my manager, my boss, whatever you want to call yourself, is human. And while, we want to be perfect, we want to avoid mistakes, like they're going to happen. And if you handle and manage that correctly, you can actually show your team that it is okay for them to fail. And if you have a culture where you want your people to try something new and you want them to be able to flex their, creative thought process in tackling the day-to-day issues in the business, like it allows them some freedom that we don't want to fail, but we're not going to not do anything for fear of failing. And I think that that's a really powerful message that you can send to your team. Being vulnerable, I've talked about this in past episodes, like that's key, right? People want to work for somebody that not only that they respect and that they believe in, but also somebody that they can rally behind. And knowing that you are human just like them and that you're willing to make mistakes and be vulnerable and admit when things don't go well, like that's going to really help your team. So I really just encourage everybody that as you get started in your journey, or maybe you're already down your path and you've started your business, that your imperfections, both you personally and your business, are things that can make you and your business stronger. You just have to acknowledge them. You have to understand why they happened. You have to understand how to put process in place to avoid them. And then you have to be open and honest with your team on what happened, where we could have done better, how we learned from this opportunity of mistake and become better at it in the future. And I think that you'll find that these imperfections, these mistakes, these failures actually are really opportunities for you to grow, improve, and show your team that it is okay to take a risk as long as you understand why you took it and as long as you can understand how to learn from it if it doesn't go well. So really quick one today. Just want to talk about this because I think people feel like they have to have this tough skeleton exterior, like nothing's ever going to go wrong and you're always going to make the right decision. And that's just not real. I don't care who you are. We all make decisions that turn out to be bad. We had the best intentions, but they didn't go right or didn't go as planned. And that is perfectly okay. Thanks for tuning in today. Please don't forget to like and comment. Most importantly, share. And really appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a good day.